Now in this exercise, we're going to look at how to do a color floor plan. Now, color floor plan is usually for presentation purpose. So we're going to go to level 1 entry level, and then we're going to duplicate this view. So we're going to right mouse, duplicate with detailing, because we want to have the room text in there so we can identify the room name and room number. So after we duplicate the view, we're going to go in here and rename this entry level color plan. And when we do presentation drawing, we probably don't want to see any of these wall type of partition tags. So we're going to click on these partition tags, right mouse menu, and then we're going to go in there, select all instance visible in view, and we're just going to hide them. And then we can optionally turn off these grid lines. And then we probably want to hide these elevation view as well. And hide the section core out. So we're left with just the graphics. Now we can create a color fill legend. So we're just going to right mouse, zoom to fit, and then from the ribbon panel under annotation, color fill legend. And then we can just drag the color fill legend in here. And then space type, we're going to use rooms, drop down, and color scheme, we're going to use room name. So we select name in the drop down here, and then select OK. Very quickly, you see the color fill for each room name. So all the room with the same name will have the same color fill. So when we look at instruction, they all have the same color. Instruction, so corridor will have the same color, this corridor, and this corridor will have the same color. Now if you don't like certain color, you can just click on the room legend in here. Once it's highlighted, you'll see edit color scheme option in the command bar here. So we're going to click on this, and this is where you can edit the color scheme. Now for example, if we don't want the min area to be this cyan, we click on this button and then change it to a different color if you want. You can drag the slider to make it darker, pull this cursor to a different part of the color swatch to change it to a different color range, and select OK, and you have changed that min color. So once we select apply and select OK, and you see that admin, the color for admin is changed and the legend is also updated. Now let's say for example we don't want the stair to be an orange color, we want to highlight it with a red because that is important information. That's where the egress is going to be. So we can just go in here and click on the room legend again, and then click on edit color scheme and look for stairs. We change the orange color to maybe a magenta color, and then select OK, and then select apply, and select OK to close the dialog box. So you can see that the fill for the stair has been changed to this magenta color. Now you can also change the order of the color legend. So if I click on the color legend, I click on edit scheme, and say for example if I want corridor to be above cafeteria, I highlight corridor and then click on the up arrow move up row symbol here, and just keep clicking until corridor is above cafeteria, and we're going to select apply. And you can see that corridor has been reorganized in the color legend to be above cafeteria, and then we can select OK, and that will reset the order of the color legend the way we want it. Now you can also turn off the color scheme for a certain type of room if you like. So if I click on the color legend again, and then click on Edit Color Scheme. Let's say I do not want to see the color field for the corridor and the lobby. So in the corridor, under visibility check mark, I turn it off, and I look for the lobby, also uncheck this, and I select Apply, and then select OK. You see the color field has been removed from the lobby and the corridor portion of the floor plan, and also subsequently, the items at corridor will also be removed from the color legend, and the lobby will also be removed from the color legend. Now you can also change the format of the color legends. Say if you don't want to be all in one single column, you can highlight the legend, zoom out a little bit, and drag this group up, and you'll break into 2 columns. So you can make it into 2 even column, and if you drag it even further up, you can make it into 3 columns. And when you click on it, you can actually adjust the column size by dragging the group here. So you can do this individually for each column. And also, if you don't like the swatch size, you can click on the color legend and then click on the property and then click on edit type. See by in here the swatch width, which is the color swatch, and swatch height is 9.5 millimeter. If I want to be more rectangular shape for the color swatch, I can make this into 19 millimeter. And then I want the font size to be a little bit smaller, so I change it to 4 millimeter. I want the title text to be 8 millimeter to make it bigger, and then make it underline and make it bold, and then select Apply and select OK. So you can do all kinds of adjustment to the color legend if you like to. Now once you finish adjusting these color scheme and setting, you can apply the same color scheme to different views. So I'm going to duplicate level 2 plan and level 3 plan to create my color floor plan. So I'm going to highlight O2 floor in my project browser, right mouse, select duplicate view, duplicate with detailing. And I'm going to rename this plan to O2 floor color plan. I'm going to do the same thing for level 3. Right mouse, duplicate view, duplicate with detailings, and then rename this view to O3 floor color plans. Now I'm going to go back to level 2 again, the color plan, and I go to Annotation tab, and then select Color Field Legend. I'm going to place a color field in approximately the same area as in level 1, and I'm going to choose the same setting, rooms, and then color scheme by name, and then select OK. I can also click on the color legend and adjust the legend to be 2 column as well. Maybe 3, just like in level 1. And click on it, maybe adjust the column sizes. And I'm going to select these items, crossing, and then right mouse, hide category. So it will match up with the same setting as in level 1. So then again, I go to level 3 floor plan. Now in the level 3 floor plan, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use selection by crossing the highlight, the grids, and the section mark and the elevation marker, and then right mouse, hide and view by category. And then instead of pulling the color legend in here, I'm going to go to my property palettes, and in the view setting, under color scheme, in here, right now it's none. I'm going to click on this. You open up the dollar box. Rather than space, I want it to be by room, and I want the color scheme to be based on name, just like the other view. And I'm going to select apply, and then select OK. The color scheme will be applied to this view. And now all I need to do is just click on color fill legend and drag it over here. Now the other way I can do is, rather than dragging it, I'm going to click on these colors here. I'm just going to delete them. And I can go back to my level 2 color plan, click on this color legend, copy the clipboard, and then go to level 3 plan, and then paste from clipboard. And then you'll have the same format as the color legend in my level 2 plan. Now I'm going to turn off all the other non-color floor plan in the background. Now I'm going to go to view and tile the views. Go in here, zoom to fit. Right mouse, zoom to fit. This one's also zoom to fit. Now if I want to change the stair color, fill in here, I click on the color legend and click on edit scheme and look for stair. Now if I want to change this color, rather than make it red, I want to make it green as a safe place. I'm going to select OK and then select apply. You can see that we can update the color scheme and the color legend of all three views at the same time.